Oh my gosh, did you see that? My Jimin figurine just fell off my shelf. It's like the universe is shouting at me, saying, talk about him already. Honestly, I can't even blame the cosmos because Jimin has done something so extraordinary that it feels like the entire world should be celebrating. Let's take a moment to let this sink in. Jimin has officially become the first and only K-pop soloist to reach #1 on the Billboard Artist 100 chart. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't just another milestone. This is history in the making. Let me explain why this is such a big deal. The Billboard Artist 100 is not just any chart. This isn't about one-hit wonders or a fleeting moment of popularity. The Artist 100 tracks an artist's total impact, album sales, song downloads, radio airplay, streaming numbers, and how much the world is absolutely obsessed with them. This chart tells the story of an artist's dominance across every platform. To top this as a solo artist is monumental. To top it as the first and only K-pop soloist, it's the kind of achievement that rewrites the rulebook. Jimin's journey to this moment started with his first solo album, Face. And oh my goodness, what an album. The title track, Like Crazy, didn't just make waves, it created a tsunami. The song soared straight to the top of the Billboard Hot 100, making Jimin the first K-pop soloist to ever achieve this. Do you realize how significant this is? Jimin wasn't just breaking records, he was breaking ceilings for all K-pop soloists who came before him and paving the way for those who will come after. Think about the legacy BTS has built as a group. They've earned comparisons to icons like the Beatles and the Supremes because of their record-breaking number of chart-topping hits. Now, Jimin is adding a brand new chapter to that legacy, not as part of the group, but as an individual artist. That's the kind of achievement that takes an already legendary career and elevates it to something almost mythical. But here's the thing, Jimin didn't stop there. This year, after his military enlistment hiatus, he came back stronger than ever with his second solo album, Muse. And let me tell you, this album is everything we needed and more. The title track, Who, is a masterpiece. It debuted at number 14 on the Billboard Hot 100, and it hasn't left the charts since. That's 18 consecutive weeks of holding its place, making it the longest charting K-pop song of 2024. Think about what that means. 18 weeks of fans worldwide streaming it, sharing it, and keeping it alive in their hearts. That's not just a song, that's a cultural phenomenon. But here's what I love most about Jimin. It's not just about the numbers or the records. Jimin's success feels different because he's not just achieving for himself. He's achieving for K-pop as a whole. In interviews, he's talked about how he hopes his accomplishments inspire other artists to dream bigger and aim higher. He sees his success as a way to open doors for more K-pop soloists to thrive on the global stage. That's the kind of leadership and vision that makes him so much more than a superstar. He's a trailblazer, and let's not forget what he represents for the fans. For ARMYs, Jimin isn't just an idol. He's someone who speaks to our hearts, who makes us believe in the power of hard work, passion, and authenticity. His music isn't just something we listen to, it's something we feel. Every note, every lyric, every performance, it's all filled with so much emotion and dedication. It's like he's telling us, no matter where you come from, no matter how big the dream, you can achieve it. Can we talk about his humility for a second? Despite achieving all these incredible milestones, Jimin remains so grounded. He's always the first to thank his fans, his team, and his fellow BTS members. He's someone who carries his success with grace and never loses sight of the people who helped him get there. That kind of character is rare, and it's one of the many reasons why we love him so much. And the impact doesn't stop at music. Jimin's achievements have been celebrated globally, with coverage from major outlets like CNN, Forbes, and the BBC. He's not just a K-pop artist, he's an international icon, someone who has raised the profile of K-pop and Korean culture to unprecedented heights. So what do you think? Isn't it incredible how Jimin continues to break barriers, inspire millions, and make history? Share your thoughts because I want to know how you feel about this. Personally, I'm in awe. Every time I think he's reached the peak, he climbs even higher. Jimin, if you're somehow watching this, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your music, your dedication, and your heart. You're not just an artist, you're a beacon of hope and inspiration for so many people around the world. We are so proud of you, and we can't wait to see what you'll do next.